What's your favorite childhood memory? One person, one place, one thing. How am I going to foster this for my children?
Ugh, the moral of the story is that no shade to Disney World, but please, for the love of Jesus, take your kids outside.
Welcome back and happy Tuesday, turkeys. How long have we known each other?
We've known each other for 2 decades.
I am not apologizing for who I am or what I like or the people that I love.
How do I be a wife? How do I be a mom? And how do I be myself in all of that? You didn't see that coming, did you? Good morning. Happy Tuesday.
It was 75 degrees when I woke up this morning and I'm feeling refreshed.
So beautiful. I can't wait for fall, except I have to remind myself that fall in Texas isn't until like November. So, because normally in Wisconsin, it was like September, it'd start getting really nice.
There's whiffs. We get like this morning, these little whiffs in August in the morning time. I mean, it'll be a million degrees by this afternoon, but at least there's just that little bit of happiness in the morning that helps me push through till October. So
There's some happiness at night too for us when we do our nightly walks. Yeah.
Yep. I think down here that the wind changes. It's like the week after kids go to school, so it's actually a little bit early right now. But anyhow, we are doing a let the app decide episode again because this is too fun.
It's been so fun.
So let me just pull up our 5 ideas on our Replit website. And we did this last time, so this decision is from the last go round, but our same ideas are here, which is lovely. And then we just hit plus, try a new game, and they've selected a new one, which I'm sorry they keep picking mine.
That's fine.
Okay, well, what are 3 of your favorite childhood memories? One person, one place, one thing.
That's a good one. What's your favorite childhood memory? One person, one place, one thing. One place. I guess I'll just start off. I think I can go with the place first. Well, how do you categorize it?
However you want.
That's the power of riffing it. Is that the right word? I would say
I find the word riff to be triggering. I just want to let you know.
Really? Why?
Because it stands for reduction in workforce, and it's all I've heard about for the last 6 months, 8 months.
Oh,
reduction in workforce. Or force. Is it reduction in force? That's probably what they're saying. Reduction in force. They just keep riffing. It's become a verb.
I don't like that at all.
We're going to get riffed anyway.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay. Well, let's not use that word anyway. Okay. Well, I'm going to put this in the thing category. Yeah, I'm going to put this in the thing category. My favorite childhood thing, AKA, oh my God, the aliens are coming. Just kidding. That encompasses memories, very strong core memories, is when me and my 2 cousins and my grandparents, and sometimes my parents, would go camping in an RV or travel trailer. It was just such a staple in my childhood. We would all go. Honestly, no offense to my mom and dad, it was more fun when us girls went with my grandparents because, we get spoiled a little bit more. And we would just have the best weekend trips. Camping, singing karaoke, oh my God, doing candy bar bingo. I would literally do that right now. If someone would figure out a place for me to go do that, I would play candy bar bingo, play in the pool, get really sick because all the candy that my grandparents let us have. Those are some like super core childhood memories that I would put in the thing is camping with my family category.
I love that.
Yeah.
I actually think I'm going to copy you and say getting to go camping with your family.
I know. It was like such a fun.
Dude, so fun. I just got to tag along camp with random families, and it was my favorite. I don't know how that happened constantly, but it was the best. I have a core memory specifically of camping with you guys where me and you set up a tent outside, which is such a great scam. Parents out there, let's learn from our parents and scam our kids into sleeping outside in their own tent and being independent.
Though there is a pull-out bed in the travel trailer.
Yeah, no, we wanted
but that
to
was
stay
way more
in our
fun.
own.
Yeah,
stay in our own room. That's another great scam, the stay in your own room scam at the hotel. Anyway, I vividly remember us staying out there and it started raining. And I don't think it ever even occurred to your parents to tell us to come inside. And we didn't go back into the camper until the tent almost floated away. Like it started raining so hard.
God.
And they were like, I think we should probably come back inside. And then I think at that moment it occurred to your parents that it was pouring ass rain. It was so funny.
What do we do with the
It's been so
tent? Did
fun.
it stay there?
I guess we just left it out there. I mean, I don't
My
think it actually
gosh.
floated away, but it just felt like it was going to. But yeah, dude, just playing games,
Lots
being
of games.
outside,
S'mores.
making s'mores. It was Carly's family that did pudgy pies, is what they called them.
Yes, those were so good. You could do like a savory one or a sweet one.
Oh my God. All of that. I also sort of just coinciding with that, miss being able to eat that level of trash
Oh, 100%.
without
100%.
consequence. Because I had some gelato last night and I'm suffering consequences this morning.
No, even with gelato.
I mean, it was fine. It's just really fatty and I ate it late.
I don't want to admit this, but you know those I don't even know if they sell them anymore because there's probably chemicals in there that are forbidden, but those big tubs of small, soft chocolate chip cookies. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
Oh my God. It was like a Bluebell ice cream gallon size tub of chocolate chip cookies. And when I cry to tell you that between the three of us, and maybe my grandparents would take one here or there, it would be almost finished by the end of the weekend.
I believe it.
I feel my bowels moving right now.
I hate these baby hairs that belong nowhere.
But yeah, that's so fun. I'm glad you had fun camping because sometimes it gets a little riley.
Not, dude.
Like you're kind of stuck in a camper for all, but there was so much to do and we didn't have a problem going outside and we did all the things and we're kind of independent at that point. So I mean, we sound so Wisconsin right now, but camping, it was a lot. We did that a lot.
I want to go camping. I was just telling Jason it would be so fun to have a camper and to go camping. It's just that our dogs are so goddamn embarrassing. I feel like they would make me deaf inside the camper.
With the barking. Yeah.
My God. I want to figure out a way to do it though. Maybe we can give them earplugs. What? Okay, we both did a thing, a person and a place.
I feel like I could pick the place, and I don't want this to sound like a cop out, but and you may feel the same way, but I feel like my favorite place in childhood was our hometown of Nina because and I can even narrow that down a little bit more and scope in on a few things like how we lived 5 houses down from each other.
Mm-hmm.
How there was a big soccer field and a really actually decent park right across from our street. Like between your house and my house, it was like literally right across the street. And I didn't realize how lucky we were to grow up by a lake, like right off of a lake.
Oh, I know. And just having walkable, bikeable neighborhoods.
The lake was pretty. Downtown was super cool. Like we had Riverside. There wasn't as much stuff to do as there is today, but we had 3-on-3 basketball tournaments that we would just walk around at,
It was so
get
cute.
free samples from Valley Harvest, walk to Dairy Queen, walk to McDonald's. Again, we sound very Wisconsin because what else do you do in a small town in Wisconsin? I really do feel lucky that we had our childhood or grew up in that city because it was so safe and peaceful. Now, as an adult, I'm like, what a good place to raise a family.
I have 2 places, which is kind of a turd move, but one is just general up north.
Okay.
Which, if you're in the Midwest, I feel like you know what that means. It's summertime and you go up north.
I got you.
Vacation up north. You just go somewhere north.
More north than you already are, but north.
Yeah, you just go north. So because we used to, that was kind of my parents' go-to vacation. There were a couple different places where they would rent just sort of rustic cabins on a little lake somewhere up north. One of them was Tomahawk. That was a go-to.
Oh, but yeah.
Eagle River. I don't know, just some of those places where just little towns, little lake. My parents would rent a little house or cabin thing, and then usually it would come with some kind of a John boat. So we would just fish and hopefully catch enough to get a fish fry on the last day we were there. Now living by the Gulf, it's laughable what we call the big fish. Now that people are, they pull 50-pound tuna. I don't know that they catch tuna here. I don't know what the fuck they catch. To be fair, I haven't gone offshore fishing because it's just, I don't know, it's too hot. I told Jason, I was like, I sound like a lame ass, don't know how to do anything weirdo down here, but I just want you to know that where I grew up, I had skills. Okay? If I go to a lake And if I have a fishing pole, I just need a night crawler and a bobber, and I can catch some fish.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know shit about this whole shore fishing and all these random things and sand fleas and
Pier fishing and fly fishing and extra long reel and flip them fishing. Just kidding, that last one I made up. But my dad does a lot, and I'm like, you lost me about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes ago.
I think I could even get into fly fishing anyway. So that's one thing. But then also because it was cool out this morning and because I'm feeling all of the fall feels, Little Farmer,
What is that?
which no one I expect to know outside of people that grew up where we grew up. But
I
it was
don't
just
even
like
know
a
what that
little,
is.
oh my God. Oh, it was just like the little like pumpkin patch apple orchard that we used to go to every fall. And
Okay.
then you could get a pumpkin, you could go do pick your own apples, which for people that live in the South, we just really don't have good apples. There's nothing better than fresh apples from an apple orchard, of which
That's
there
true.
are none down here. And then you could go through the line and you could get a caramel apple, and they had homemade and it was hot. And you could get the little toppings on it. And I always used to get mine sliced because it was easier to eat. And you kind
Smart.
of got more caramel
Smart.
drilled on it that way. And then
Caramel to
sprinkle.
apple ratio. That was before I was allergic to apples. That was a good time. Can't do that anymore.
Well, you could have a baked caramel apple.
Yeah. But that's not what they sell there usually. I will say any type of holiday farm situation, hands down, Wisconsin's childhood dream. Pumpkin patch, hay rides, corn mazes,
Yeah.
picking strawberries, picking apples in the orchard. Loved when my whole entire family would go to a tree farm, I guess, for Christmas.
Yeah, and
And
cut
they'd
down a
have little
Christmas tree.
stands with hot cocoa, and we'd like walk around with the freaking handsaw and like literally pick out the tree that was in the ground still. And then my dad would cut it down and then he'd put it on the top of your roof. Like crazy, like how we would never do that right now. I mean, we can't
Bro,
do that right now.
also, for real, they have pumpkin patches down here, but you have to kind of get there early enough. It's also usually hot as shit
Yes, it's
in
still
September and
hot.
October. And so
Uh-huh.
then the pumpkins rot really fast. And then also what's weird here is that the freebie that they give out are peanuts.
It doesn't
There's
make
a
much
ton,
sense.
well, where I live, there's a ton of peanut farms, which is a
Okay.
piece of information you would need. So where we used to get caramel apples, they give out boiled peanuts, which I love a boiled peanut. Have you had them? You
I
don't
think
like them?
they're not bad. I just would never go out of my way to eat them.
The Cajun ones are so good. It's like a bean. Anyway, but it's not the same fall
Mm-mm.
experience that I'm used to. It still is really jarring to me. So down here in the fall harvest is peanuts and cotton, and then they've kind of forced pumpkins on everyone because we want them. And then you go on a dusty ass tractor ride that's dusty as fuck because the ground here is different and there's never a horse. And then you go take a pumpkin that I'm pretty sure they buy from other places and scatter across the field. You're not picking them off of a vine.
Well, remember when you could pick corn off the stalks? Oh my gosh. That was great. That was great. Great choice. I love it.
I'm so ready for fall.
Same.
My other favorite thing is just the trees turning colors and the smell of fall.
100% agree. That should have been my thing. But camping is good. Sorry, there's like something on my wall and I can't tell if it's like a speck of fuzz or if it's a bug. It's far enough away. I'm okay. Um, okay, person I'm copying out because I can't, I don't know, one person that seems like that would be weird. The Lord Jesus, always. Anyway, I would say for people, I'm gonna okay say it people, was our friend group, which we still have today. And it's like so special. I just think like now as an adult raising a child, wondering what kind of influences are going to be in his life and like, are you going to be with the right people and are they going to get you into trouble and are you guys going to do some bad things? Like, we're so far away from that, but it's still, I think about it. So the fact that we had such a good group of friends that support each other. Obviously, we went through times where, I mean, we're like middle school, high school, like people do stupid stuff. But for the majority, like we were always so close and we would do fun things like Five Ideas. It was just like my childhood would not be the same without our friend group. And I'm very grateful that we had it because now being an adult and trying to make friends too is also extremely hard. And I was like, man, we got lucky. We got very lucky.
It's true. I'm also probably going to twist the rules a little bit and just make person be community, kind of what you said. But we had Young Life, which for people who don't
Yes.
know, it's sort of like a youth group, but it's not attached to a specific church. It's just like a youth organization, I guess, that's Christian based and non-denominational. Anyway, that community I think was really, really essential for me because not only did we have a good friend group out of it, and the point of Young Life was always community first. So it wasn't like they were trying to evangelize first. I don't know. Just whoever set that whole thing up, that whole model was genius because it wasn't also even youth groupy where you had to do Bible study stuff. It was very much relationships and community. So I think that was really helpful. And just having a solid group of friends and just the way they structure Young Life meetings and not calling it church, calling them meetings, and with music and just doing stuff that was goofy and dumb. And then also through that, just the mentorship of older adults that weren't parents or weren't our parents, I think was also really helpful. And I think now looking back how special it was that I would do, even then, branching off of that, we would do some one-on-one Bible studies with some of the different people. And just having access to other adults and other points of view, I think was so healthy for me growing up.
And to bounce off of that, even though this is more of a place and not a community, but the camps were really, really fun. Like those were some really core childhood memories too, like Timber Wolf, right?
Yeah.
And Castaway. It was just such a fun, free, safe space to be teenagers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Just
and
a
it was
weird
fun
time.
and goofy and just like
Yeah.
doing dumb shit and talent shows and just even our larger friend group of men, like guys and girls,
Yeah.
and having that mixture. And I guess, I don't know, being able to be around a bunch of different people. I don't know. It was just great. It was great to be able to just be goofy and dumb. And like when we randomly re-encountered a bunch of our guy friends, whatever that was a couple summers ago when we were back up in Wisconsin and randomly came upon them. It just, I don't know, just wholesome, fun, uncomplicated, goofy memories.
I also
don't think
just
a lot of people
remembered.
have.
No, I don't either. I don't either, which is crazy because now I'm talking about our childhood and I'm like, how am I going to foster this for my children?
I know. I feel like I would have to move back to Nina and recreate it. I don't want to live in the cold.
I also sometimes don't want to live in the hot, but I was just thinking that also was when we went to Young Life is the reason why we went to Colorado for that hiking trip.
Yeah.
And that was pretty cool too. That was a bit like we just took a bus, drove to Colorado from Wisconsin, and hiked in the actual mountains for like 4 days.
Not just the wilderness, which when
The
all this stuff was going
wilderness,
on,
yes.
like actual public land, wilderness designated public land, which I had always had appreciation for when we did that. But then when all of this hubbub had kicked up about the public land sales, I don't know. It's neat to have that personal connection to that space and actually know what that means, which wilderness zones are absolutely not maintained. No motor vehicles, no animals, no horses. You pack in, pack out. Like, how random. Also, God bless everybody who was a counselor or like a leader on any of those trips. Can you imagine the two guides we had? We were out there for 5 or 6 days. We all had our big backpacks. We had to carry everything with us, which for a bunch of teenage girls is not an experience many get to have. So I'm so thankful for that. But I can't imagine being responsible for a bunch of teenagers. They were probably in their early 20s, but
100%.
They had basic first aid and a satellite phone. We just all went traipsing around in the mountains.
Oh my God, I actually can't believe we did that. And just like pooping in a hole. My worst memory was the mug that we would eat and drink everything out of, and the bandana that I used to have to clean it out every day. And just the smell of it. That was the one bad part. But you know me and like nasty food stuff. Anyway, everything else was great.
And drinking iodine in our water, the iodine tabs. So you didn't get giardia.
That's so crazy. What the heck? Okay. Great. This is a great. What a trip down memory lane.
The moral of the story is that no shade to Disney World, but please, for the love of Jesus, take your kids outside.
Yes. Take them to Disney World and be outside.
Well, yeah, you can do both, but like at least on some trip, take them outside or take them camping. Fuck, you don't even have to go far for camping to seem exciting. and get some games that aren't on a computer and lock everybody's phone in a trash bag and make the kids sleep in a tent that they have to erect themselves. It's just so wholesome.
I agree. What kind of loud truck is that?
Garbage truck. Have my
Why do all
windows open.
garbage trucks squeal? Their tires squeal. So because they don't
I think it's
have
the brakes.
But like, why? Are they constantly just not changing their brake pads, or are they just too heavy and it just doesn't? Sorry.
That was a
Anyway.
question for a diesel mechanic.
Well, that was fun. Good question, Kaylee.
Thank you very much. And until next week, I love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.